Okay, so first part then is introduction. So would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Liz Barrett and I'm the principal of ATTFE College.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, do you guys want to start with the questions?
Yeah. What does mental health mean to you?
Gosh, that's a very good question, isn't it? So I think there's mental ill health or mental health. So for me, mental health is all about being well, and mental ill health is all about being unwell in your mind. So that's how I define it, which is probably a bit different to how people ordinarily define it. And the reason I define it like that is because I studied it when I was doing some university work quite a few years ago on a health psychology master's degree. So for me, mental health is all about positive mindset, and mental ill health is about being poorly in your mind.
What does well-being mean to you?
Gosh, well-being is about being as well in body, mind and spirit as you can be. So that to me means making sure your body's working as well as it can be, your mind's as positive as possible, and also that you're doing those things that really make you happy and make your spirit and your soul smile.
So how do you maintain your mental health and well-being?
Okay, so for me, I've learned over the years what I really enjoy. So I love seeing a sunrise. That's one of my very favourite things. And you don't see them every day. So they happen every day, but sometimes the clouds are in the way and you don't see them. So when I see a sunrise, that makes me happy and makes my mind happy as well. And I like seeing a sunset as well, so the opposite end of the day. But I love doing things like being outside in the garden and listening to the birds, feeling the sunshine, blue sky, walking, craft work, those kind of things.
I'll read the big one if you
Okay.
like. We know ATTFE is committed to the health and well-being of staff members. How have they looked after your well-being personally?
So, not sure if this is suitable to say or not, so it might need to be edited out. But when COVID came, we had pub night on a Thursday where we all joined in via Teams and we all brought a glass of wine or gin or something. So I live on my own and COVID came, which meant I was on my own all of the time. But on a Thursday evening, as a group of staff, we got together online just like we are now, but with a glass, and we did quizzes, we chatted, and it was like being in a virtual pub. So that was one way. I also love Ken's Tai Chi exercises and meditations that he does each week. So I'm always there as soon as they're there, have a look. I'm a bit rubbish at Tai Chi, but I'm better at meditation. So that helps me.
Fantastic. Can I ask you also, what does ATTFE do to help the health and well-being of their staff?
So we try and really support our staff. That our staff are our biggest and most important resource, and our priority is together to look after our learners. So if I've got a happy member of staff, then I've got these people behind you looking in. If I've got a happy member of staff, then I've got happy learners, is how I feel. So we take time to listen to our staff. We do a lot of staff voice. We take time to share resources on well-being. We make sure that people have access to things such as well-being time or time with a line manager, etc. And there's also mental health first aid trainers in place. So we try ever so hard to support our staff. We also send out thank you gifts, which are quite purposeful. So it could be that you get a packet of seeds one term through your letterbox and you sow those in the ground and enjoy watching them blossom.
Fantastic. Do you want to ask the strategies question?
What strategies do you use for your well-being?
So I think I've already said I like the sunrise and sunsets and things like that, so they're all good, but I meditate, so I love meditation. That really helps me, just being quiet. I like swimming, so that keeps me out of mischief and is good for my mind, body and soul. So exercise, I think, is a strong thing in my life, and meditation.
Fantastic. Do you want to ask the last one then? It's just what is your song choice and why?
What is your song choice and why?
So it's Wake Me Up, and is it by Avicii? I'm never sure how you pronounce it.
I don't know.
But I like it because I heard it years ago, and at the time, it was the first time I'd heard it. I was with a friend and it made me smile. I listened to it on an acoustic guitar, and every time I hear it, it takes me back to a really nice moment in time. So that's good for my well-being.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Could I ask each of you, how do you look after your well-being? So Scarlett, how do you look after your well-being?
Well, I like to go on my bike a lot.
That's brilliant.
I like to exercise, and I like running. I like playing football.
Amazing.
I also like hanging out with my friends, and you make me feel really happy.
So how old are you, Scarlett?
I'm 12 next month.
So 12. So when you get to be 24 and then 36 and 48 and everything else up in 12s, try and remember to do all those things that you're enjoying doing, because that'll keep your well-being really strong. And what about yourself, young man? What do you do for your well-being?
I go to the park with my friends and like go to like Costa's sometimes with them and like go trampolining.
I mean, going to Costa, you know, that's really posh. That's very good. We didn't have Costa when I was little.
And then I sometimes go on my VR with my friends. Because some of my friends from school won't have a VR themselves.
So is VR virtual reality? Is that what
Yeah.
that is? Yeah. Crikey, so you do that as well. So you've got good friends who let you share.
Yeah.
Sounds brilliant. And what about yourself, Stefan? What's your well-being tips?
I love community radio. So I like to sit at home and listen to Takeover Radio 106.9.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Isn't that good for your well-being? I love the idea of Blue Monday. You're doing great work to cheer up Blue Monday and make it more colourful. So thank you.
Thank you. Right, I think that's everything there. Thank you so much.
It's lovely to meet you guys. Thanks for what you're doing for the radio station. Really appreciate, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Fantastic.
All right, take care. Thanks very much.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.